Hi there YouTube, John McCann and Gareth Beavers here to bring you the third instalment in our iPhone 7 rumours series, and we're going to kick off with not one, but 3 new iPhones.
Yeah, this is a bit of a weird one. Obviously, we've seen the iPhone 7 so far. The iPhone 7 Plus is expected because that's the third in the third in line of the big ones, but there's been a third kind of, it's like the dark matter of the iPhone rumours place, because there's something coming every so often that we don't really understand. It's got a smart connector, it's got a duo camera, it's the iPhone 7 Pro apparently. It's got, as we can see in this picture, we've got the iPhone 7, 7 Plus, and right next to it, same size but with higher spec, is the 7 Pro. Now,
or the iPad Pro Mini, as it may also be called.
Also true,
Okay,
yeah. Or the iPod Nano bigger.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. But ultimately, it could be the fact that this is going to be the high-res, high-power, all the good bits that you've been looking for in the iPhone in one different device. So that would mean, like I said, the smart connector for additional accessories. Will it be a keyboard? Will it be DACs? Will it be loads of really high-end audio stuff? The duo camera for different effects. It's basically the iPhone that's going to cost a lot more money but have a lot more features and something more innovative for Apple to sell. But why do it now?
I don't know, it seems like an odd one, and will people buy it? Will people want a smart connector? I can't see the appeal being massive. It works on an iPad, it's something like a keyboard. Yeah. You know, that works, but on a phone that size, I'm not so sure. And plugging a DAC into the side of the phone seems a bit weird, especially if you're getting rid of the headphone jack and you're having to plug through Lightning. It all's a bit crazy.
Yeah, I mean, chuck it through the actual phone itself, make it a really good amplifier inside. It makes more sense. Whether this makes sense a lot for the now or for the future, this is where iPhone's going to go, who knows? But it seems to be on there. But the problem we've got is the back of the phones has an S on it, which is obviously the iPhone 5S, 6S. That's always there for the second iteration. So why are they here now? Could this be fake? There's something about it that doesn't quite add up.
Not quite, but do let us know in the comments below if you like the sound of an iPhone 7 Pro handset. Yep. We'd be interested to know if you'd like it, and what sort of features you'd like to see if that handset were to exist.
I'll tell you one feature people would want.
Yep.
32GB space storage. And that's going to come.
That would be lovely.
That's going to come out in the iPhone 7, iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus, who knows. But basically that would mean no more 16 gigs, so that means you've got more space that don't take up for the apps. You know, your photos won't fill up, you've got live photos in there, it doesn't fill up straight away. You've got no expandable storage on the iPhone anyway. So that would be a really great move. It's something we asked for about, what, 5 years ago? Yeah. So that would be good to see by now, really.
Will we see a jump to 256GB at the top end, do you reckon?
That's what the iPhone 7 Pro is supposed to be there for. In the same way as the iPad Pro 9.7, they have a 256GB version. That's really there for that. That's what we want it to be.
So, going back to the camera quickly, we've mentioned dual camera potentially on an iPhone 7 Pro if that exists, but on the standard version, it looks like we'll still stick with a single camera, but maybe it'll be a bit bigger.
Yeah. One of the things about the dual camera on the iPhone 7 Pro was that it's got a dual camera innovation. It's something a bit different, something we've seen on some of the higher end phones from Android. But it doesn't mean there won't be any innovation on the iPhone 7, because that larger sensor would mean larger aperture, better low light, it could be faster. Ultimately, by having a bigger space to let more light in means better photos, and that's a really good thing. The downside of it means that there will still be that camera bump on the back, and people hate that. They really want it just to be flat. So many people do. I bet you tell us in the comments below that's exactly what you want, because we do too. I hate it when it wobbles.
Tell us about the bump. Tell us about the bump. We need to know.
Exactly, but one of the key things about that is that it will be better, take better photos, and that's what people want, and they can keep the same megapixel size, which is really good.
Excellent. Flipping round to the front of the handset, and there's a couple of points. First of all, home button. Yep. Is it going to be on screen? Is it going to be off screen? Is it going to exist at all?
Well, ultimately, yes. There's still going to be a home button this year. The on-screen home button, so where it's, instead of being an actual physical button, it sits under the screen. It's good. It's a bit futuristic.
That'd be awesome.
We've seen nothing on that so far, and it would be quite difficult to do. Not saying that Apple won't do it, but I'd imagine 7S, maybe iPhone 8 probably for the next years. But what the weird thing so far about the rumours, we haven't actually seen anything of the screen.
There's not much out there.
We've seen nothing of the screen so far. We've literally got one picture, and that's of, it's very strange, because it sort of bows in the middle. It looks like it's actually a cutout put on top of the screen. So ultimately, I'm wondering if Apple's doing something special with the screen. There's a reason that we haven't seen this on the front of any of the frames so far, because ultimately these phones look exactly the same in terms of shape as the iPhone 6S and the iPhone 6. There's no innovation with the 7 in terms of the way it's designed, and people want that. If you've got a 6 and you want to upgrade to the 7, you want to feel like you're getting a new phone.
Does Apple need to do anything to the screen though? Is it not good enough?
The screen itself isn't good enough. It's not high enough res, for instance. 720p on an iPhone 6S, not good enough.
No good for VR, for sure.
For one, but also, you know, there's sharpness to be gained by having it a little bit higher res. So ultimately, why have we not seen any pictures of the screen? Is that going to be the surprise that Apple's going to bring? I'm looking forward to finding out.
Let's hear what you have to think about the screen and what it may hold in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again very soon for more iPhone 7 rumours.